The water industry scam. Every time I go to the grocery store, I see these fancy little bottles. One costs 13, another 14, and there's even one close to 30 bucks. And I always think, no way someone's actually buying this. But I'm a curious guy. And stubborn too, so I decided to dig a little deeper. And man, I found a whole parallel universe, the world of gourmet water. Yep, that's a thing. People doing water tastings like it's fine wine, restaurants with water menus, the whole 9 yards. There's a bottle with Swarovski crystals that costs over $1,000. Another one, pulled from the ocean floor, goes for more than $2,000. But you don't have to go that far. Nowadays, you can find water being sold for $100, $200, all packaged as some kind of transcendental experience. So here it's the question. How did the industry manage to turn a basic human right into a luxury item? Is bottled water really that much better than tap? They sell it like a piece of art. Say it comes from Hawaiian volcanic rocks, Norwegian icebergs, or mist droplets from Tasmania. All that to justify the flavor, texture, and minerality. Sounds like a movie script. And it's not just talk. There's actually a thing called the Fine Water Society that holds international tasting competitions. The founder, Michael Masha, even said it sounded like a ridiculous idea at first, until he admitted it started when he had to quit drinking alcohol. Ah, now it makes sense. It makes. At events like that, sommeliers describe smooth notes, velvety texture, and even suggest food pairings. I swear. To them, water is practically fine wine. But can our taste buds really pick up on all that? Sommelier Mileen Patel would say yes. He claims water isn't just water, and that each one has a unique taste. Talks about flavors like smooth, creamy, tingly, bitter, even sour. Like a lemon juice tasting. But if the composition matters so much, why do most people not even notice a difference? A YouTube creator tested that. He created a fake luxury water brand. Fancy name, slick label, touching backstory. Filled the bottle with tap water, then asked people to compare it with the world's most expensive water. The result? Everyone fell for it. One guy even said, "Holy sheet, the texture is different." All thanks to the power of storytelling and a nice label. That just proves it. It's not about what's inside the bottle. It's the story they sell with it. And hey, if that makes someone feel good, fine. But the truth is, most people can't tell the difference. I'd actually love to see these sommeliers blindly tasting tap water. Something similar happened with wine. In 2022, I made a video about Rudy Kurniawan, the guy who faked rare wines. He fooled collectors and experts for years, mixing cheap stuff and selling it as if it came from legendary vineyards. Made millions. Nobody noticed, not even the top critics. The lesson? They're not selling quality, they're selling status. Classic, pay more to feel special trick. And guess what? The gourmet water industry took the same playbook. There are people paying $150 for a bottle that claims to have a velvety texture, while another industry sells you bad investments disguised as safety. But tell me, what kind of safety do you have in Brazilian reais, when the currency lost over 21% of its value in 2024 alone? But back to the water. If gourmet water is now a luxury, regular water became a basic need with a fancy price tag and a false sense of safety. A Columbia University study revealed that most bottled brands contain nanoplastics, millions of invisible particles per liter that can end up in your heart, lungs, or brain. Worse, some of those plastics come from the very filters used to purify the water. That whole purity they sell might just be an illusion. And there's more. For years, companies like Nestlé sold tap water labeled as spring water, which is illegal in France. And yes, they admitted to the fraud after years of deceiving millions. It's estimated that almost half the bottled water in the world comes straight from the tap. And we pay a premium for it, thinking it's safer. But marketing is powerful. It convinced the world that tap water is dangerous and bottled is holy. So much so that we pay 2,000 times more for the same liquid. Meanwhile, our oceans are drowning in plastic. And their solution has become another massive problem. The most ironic part? Researchers found fecal bacteria and dangerous pathogens in bottled water sold by major brands and street vendors. Some of these bottles are reused, resealed, and sold again like legit mineral water. The risk? Invisible, like a professor at URJ said. And this whole fraud moves millions, involving militias and organized crime. So yeah, that whole purity promise? A joke. Here's the truth. The water industry isn't selling water, it's selling ego, wrapped in shiny plastic, with a fancy label, a posh name, and a ridiculous price tag. In the end, you're not buying liquid. You're buying the right to feel special drinking something that could have come from your kitchen sink. And if you think this is just a Brazil problem, wait until you see why some Brazilians are swapping Brazil for Paraguay. Yup. Fewer taxes, more freedom, cheaper energy. Click the video on screen and I'll break it all down for you. Take care, and see you in the next one.